All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Wednesday, the 18th of November, 2020. I feel really bad, I'm not going to lie. I'd put out the 17th video, Tuesday the 17th video on Monday, and for some reason it didn't post, and I was unaware of that until I sat down to record this video today for Wednesday. So I apologize for not having that up for you sooner. And it was done and ready to go. And the moon's in Capricorn, right? Which is funky. It's getting things done, making things happen. So again, I apologize for not putting that out, though it was out. So here we go, right? We've got the sun in Scorpio. We've got the moon in Capricorn here. Okay, we're making things happen. We know that there's, Kronos, Saturn, Kronos, in the mythology is time, Father Time, right? So Capricorn, we can look at time. It's just like funny, and it's opposite. Cancer here is just like emotions is timeless. You know what I mean? It's just, we carry this forever, these emotions. And this is time. We have a finite time here, right? And how much we get done in a single day, right? How much we get done in a single evening. What can we accomplish in a week? What can we accomplish in a month? What can we accomplish in a year? What can we accomplish in a lifetime? Okay, what can we accomplish in a lifetime? What do we want to accomplish in this particular lifetime, right? This is something that's extremely important and potent going on right now of about dissolving. I'm going to come back here. I'll show you the chart again in a moment, but it's about dissolving. We're spit into a system, we evolve in this system. This is the only system that we've ever known, is the system that we live in. And depending on what country that we're, raised in, depends on the game that the system plays, and it is a game. This is this game of life. This is how we've set this system up in these different parts of the world, and we have a finite time limit here on Earth and what we're doing within this game. And some of us, we learn to play it. Some of us, the house always wins. We have an attitude that we're always kind of behind the eight ball. And this energy that's going on right now, again, with why the moon is in Capricorn, it will be later on in the evening. This is a big buildup, okay? Because at midnight Eastern Standard Time, my time, at midnight, but for my friends in LA, it's 9 p.m. The moon is going to conjunct Pluto, and then it's going to conjunct Jupiter, okay, just shortly afterward at 22 and 23 degrees. This is about understanding the change in our lives, okay? Pluto's all about transformation and the death and rebirth of something, okay? So this is understanding there's a part of ourselves, a part of our ego, part of self that wants to be seen. Okay, it's important that we understand that Capricorn not only is government, how we govern ourselves on a daily basis, but it's also how we're seen to the public's eye. The mountain goat is a very playful creature. However, there's a seriousness to it. It's like when it's time to work, it's not playful and jumping around as much as it's like I have to keep my awareness on my footing in front of me. Right? I have to make sure that I'm stable and climbing up this mountain. We're getting to work. This is time for me to eat. This is time for me to feed, to give to myself. Our emotional need, right? So our emotional need is like there's a time to run and be joyful and playful. And there's a time to do the serious work, And it's funny because Capricorn does have both of those. Again, that's why it is the great contrast from the depths of the oceans to the top of the mountain, because it does incorporate all that fun, playfulness, and lovingness, and it just gets a very bad rap that the sign of Capricorn is not playful or not romantic, and it's like it's a very romantic sign, it's a very playful sign, but it also understands that there's a seriousness involved, and especially when it comes to public image and how people perceive us. Okay, so there's an emotional need to understand how we're being perceived by what we're doing in life, and how we're being perceived in our daily routine. Right? Because this is saying if I want to be perceived this way, there's something that I need to change within my life, so I'm viewed like this, so that I'm understood in this light, right? And we have the sun in Scorpio. We're doing this depth to self. We're rediscovering aspects of ourself and wanting to bring those aspects into the light, go from the shadow into the light, right? And then it's just like, okay, well, we want to make sure that this stuff that's coming from beneath the surface, that when it gets exposed, when this laundry is exposed, and that's kind of the kicker. It's just like we hide these things, these traits of ourselves in Scorpio. We hide those traits in ourselves because we're afraid of being judged or mislabeled, misidentified, okay? It's like deformation of character, right? And that's what the energy is saying with this, an emotional need in Capricorn. It's just like, no, this is you. This is a part of you. You cannot separate yourself from this. So celebrate this part of you. And be this. This is like I sometimes I go to extremes with this, but this is like the, dominatrix coming out, and it's just like a person being afraid to be that, or because of how the community would judge them, or what their parent might say, or what their kid might say. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I know I'm going very extreme by saying that, but it's not really that extreme. But you know what I'm saying? Like, by taking that step, though, and saying, like, yes, this is part of me, because once we empower that part of ourselves, this is the key, this is the kicker. Once we empower that part of ourselves, and like we talked about the other day, we're becoming the guru, we're becoming, we're working through this stuff to understand that we are the teacher, that we are the professor, that we are the guru, that we are the instructor, that we are the professor, that we are, that we are that person. Stepping up into our fullness, into our authenticity. And when we step up into that authenticity, no matter if we're the nun or the dominatrix, you know what I mean? It's by stepping up and being that, whatever that may be that you're afraid to show into the light. But once we do this, we start attracting the other people that I'm like, it's like, oh my God, thank God for you. Thank God for you and empowering yourself and who you are, because it's giving me the freedom and permission to be myself, right? So by you being the bold and beautiful individual that you are, okay, gives me permission to be the bold, beautiful individual that I am, okay? So, and helps me get some of these things out now that I see that this is, done in the world, or I see that this is a possibility in the world, or this is how somebody is choosing to play this game of life. And this is where they've chosen to take their archetypal character, and this is what they've chosen to become. And it's just like, we can choose to become and be whomever we want to be. We can choose, to change. We have the choice, the power to change. We have the ultimate authority over our lives. And this is what the moon is also letting us know. We have the ultimate authority over ourselves on who we are. And if we don't like how somebody else perceives us, that's okay. That's not our business. That's their business. It's not our business how somebody else perceives us, right? It's only up to us to be authentic. And then by, law of attraction, one of the laws of Capricorn, law of attraction. Like there's magnets. You're going to attract the right people into your environment, and you're going to repel the people that no longer fit you out of your environment, So it's powerful times. Oops, sorry about that. So, so it's like this anticipation all day, it's like we're getting work done. Is that what the moon loves to do in Capricorn? It's just like, look, I'm focused. I'm the knees, right? Capricorn's the knees. We don't buckle. We don't buckle. We don't bend. We don't fold. We get the job done. And the job that we're getting done is we're moving toward this place of transformation and abundance and joy in our personal lives, right? And we've got the sun here so close. And in hours, it's going to hit that 27-degree mark, and start to create that sextile to Saturn. Okay, really, really powerful. As again, this is about this creation process that's going on here. Our deepest dreams and imagination lining up with our deepest desires. as well as our deepest fears are being illuminated right now. Let's not deny that. There's both sides of the coin. Our greatest fears and our greatest desires and ambitions are both being manifested right now, okay? And our dreams here caught in the middle between the past and the future, and saying, which direction are we going to go in? Are we going to allow the past to keep us idle? Are we going to allow the past to keep us still? Are we going to allow the games that the people from our past that have created this game, are we going to allow them to run our lives? No. No, says this one. You know, like, I've got my own agenda here on planet Earth. I've got my own things to do here. I don't care whichever president does what. I have my business on this planet to take care of. Okay, so it's just like, what business do you have on this planet to take care of? Right? It's being brought up today, being highlighted. What desires do I have that I want to accomplish here on this planet while I have this limited finite body? Right? What can I accomplish? Salvador Dali said, who knows if this is real now, but he said, every day I'd wake up and say, what great things am I going to do today? You know, so can we wake up with that same attitude? Right? Regardless if we're a Salvador Dali or not, whatever great skill that you possess, you know, the great human being that you are, what great things are you going to accomplish today? Says the moon in Capricorn. Says the sun in Scorpio. Dig deep, my friends. Dig deep in those desires and bring this beauty into this life. Appreciate you as always. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.